Thousands of years ago, Sigurd I built incredible engines of war, and with them forged an empire. The emperor married and sired many children. He even had a love child with mysterious Aurora, an ancient dragon in a woman's guise. Once united, peace was declared in Rivellon, and bloodshed soon forgotten. But Sigurd's realm of peace was shattered when his own sons and daughters rose against him. War returned with a vengeance, and annihilation reached new heights. Desperate to safeguard Sigurd's legacy, the wizard Maxos sought the help of the one child that never betrayed his father, Sigurd and Aurora's son, the half-dragon prince. He would be the one to save the empire from ruin, and to aid him in his quest, Maxos delivered unto him the imperial command ship known as the Raven. This is the story of Maxos and the Dragon. This is the story of the Dragon Commander.
Hi guys, Nick60 here, coming to you with a Let's Play of Divinity Dragon Commander. Now heads up, this one's not blind. I have played this a bit before. I played it a while ago and have been doing some, a little bit of refresher. But I have not, I actually do not know all the twists and turns of the game yet, because I never made it to the end. I actually only got through a first bit of Act 2. Which you'll see a bit later, but yeah, let's give a real quick overview, then jump in. Divinity Dragon Commander is a combination of an empire management game, third-person shooter, and real-time strategy game. This combination sounds like it's a lot of trouble, but the game has actually been put together really, really well. It is well-voiced, well-written, yeah, I still haven't made it all the way through. Hopefully I will for this playthrough. But I'll tell you right now, I really, really do like just the game overall in terms of its execution. So let's have a look at where we are. Turn 1, no one hates us, no one likes us. And yeah, these newspapers will be at the beginning of each turn. You'll see some little bits of tidbits already of the different races. Undead are incredibly religious. The dwarves love gold. Elves and lizards consider themselves refined. Imps love explosions. Heads up, before anyone gets offended, the decisions I make will be largely either because I need them politically or because I just want to annoy particular characters. They will not be based on own personal opinions. And I say that because this brings in a whole lot of modern day stuff into the equation, and I don't want people to be thinking that the decisions made are actually based on my own opinions. That will not come into play.
Welcome, noble dragon, to the Raven. This wonder of engineering, this miracle wrought in magic that has a living demon for a heart.
Which is in itself not very comforting.
Between the knowledge I shall pry from this infernal creature's cryptic mind and the avalanche of tomes, manuscripts, and blueprints aboard awaiting study, we will catch up with our enemies in no time and claim back the lands they have taken by force. Our task is monumental, but we will not have to face it alone. 2 famed generals are here already, loyal to the legacy we are trying to save, and therefore loyal to you, given time. I have furthermore enlisted the service of Grumio, an imp of devilish cunning that can fashion anything my research will uproot. Already he has created you a wonder he calls a jet pack.
Which is freaking awesome.
Talk to these men, get your bearings, and begin your conquest. If you have any more questions, you can find me in the Royal Chamber, which I shall use as a study.
Which I still think should be mine, but oh well.
Good luck, dragon. May the divines be with you.
I really should have turned those off, but oh well.
Let me tell your right of the bat bastard that I hold you in very little regard. Your father may have been a great king once, but this last decade, a crowned pig would have played the part better.
There are a lot of times when I wish you could just eat this guy, but he's helpful.
He became a vainglorious fool, a sloth, and a coward. No wonder then that his own children could amass armies unperceived and strike at the heart of a kingdom in a matter of days. He tried to run, but he failed, and they slew him where he stood. Now the realm has been shattered, and vultures are picking what they can from his corpse by means of new and terrifying war machines. I'd say all is lost, but Maxos insists you are to be the one, the hero, who will take back the land we've lost. Excuse me if I laugh in derision. Ha 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 ha! Still, you are a dragon, I'll give you that, and of ancient blood. Prove to me you have the rocks to do undaunted battle, and perhaps my respect may still be yours.
Now I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of talking just to show what's talking with these guys just to show what's some of the story, reveal the story and whatnot. If you don't like that, comment, let me know, and if it gets enough support, I will just sort of blast through these conversations. But until then, we're gonna be sticking with showing off the story.
Henry of the House of Lancefort. More you needn't know. Edmund, he's called. A lizard of the House of Carcarus. In truth, I'd rather sleep with Syphilis incarnate than have him aboard. But there's no denying his talent. He's as arrogant as he is astute, and as ingenious as he is insufferable. Why don't you offer him a word of welcome? I know I won't. I believe he's in the bar. Probably searching for sherry. Just about the only drink that snooty serpent will swill. Aye, and you have titles as well, but none of them king, as yet. I'll address you with the right regard the day you prove worthy of it.
I'm gonna be honest, for him, that doesn't take long. So, here's the study. Maxos again.
Never hesitate to seek my counsel, Dragon Knight. Tirelessly I study and question, in the knowledge that my discoveries will make you the mightiest dragon ever to have soared the skies. We too shall unite dragons' daring with wizards' wisdom. Nothing shall stand in your way. That is quite a tale, my friend, so bear with me.
Here we go.
Since the dawn of time, beautiful Rivellon has been a stage of bitter rivalry, strife, and war. Haughty humans, all too lofty lizards, dogged dwarves, erratic elves, irrational imps, dogmatic undead, and yes, wayward wizards even, couldn't forego the time it takes for the moon to wax and wane without turning to fresh violence. Peace. The word itself hardly had a meaning. It was an abstract. Until after long and dark ages, 3 men decided they had had enough. I was one of them. The other 2 were your father Sigurd, and an eccentric inventor known only, even by us, as the Architect. We knew war would continue everlasting unless one king would stand up, conquer all feuding factions, and unite the manifold battling races under the banner of a single world-spanning empire. Easier said than done was, I believe, our initial reaction. It was the Architect who provided us with the answer to the question how on earth we would go about enacting such an unparalleled enterprise. He said he had ways and means to provide your father, a battle-hardened warlord in his own right, with engines of war such as the world never saw. Technology, that was the solution. For if we could go to war with weapons so vastly superior as to be unstoppable, every opponent would have to yield before our onslaught. Where the Architect obtained his strange knowledge from, he never wished to reveal. But in truth, Sigurd and I cared little for his mysterious ways. For whatever the source, our plans worked like a charm. And in a matter of years, Rivellon was ours. Yes, we had done it. We had created our empire, and your father became its first and so far only ruler. For a few precious decades, peace had finally taken on a meaning. It was a bright flash, all too quickly extinguished along the tenebrous continuum of time. Long have I asked myself that question, yet the answer is as simple as it is obvious. Human nature. Love, jealousy, anger, grief. All of these emotions proved more fatal to the stability of peace than 100,000 war machines could. You see, Sigurd, the architect, and I remained close friends after our quest had come to completion. But then, one fateful day, a woman of unequaled beauty arrived at court. After but a glance, there wasn't a man's heart in the room, not aching for even her mildest attention or a most fleeting caress. Your father, though married, courted her, as did the architect. For myself, I'd admit I'd given up the very secrets of magic in return for her love, but I knew rivalry could only lead to misery. And so it did. For bitter rivals my two friends became, and when in the end Sigurd was the one to win her affections, the architect left the palace with such hatred in his eyes as to strike me as diabolical. A year their secret liaison lasted. 1 year your father and beautiful Aurora were happy together. Then suddenly she died, and it took me a long time to find out she did so at the hand of the architect. Sigurd never knew. He was destroyed by grief. The mighty warlord withered, and with him, the soul of his empire flickered like a candle in the breeze, until his own children blew it out forever, and hacked to pieces the land that was to have been his legacy. I promise I will tell you in due time. For now, I must keep silent. Please, don't press me any further on the subject. Though I said I noticed from the beginning her beauty was of such perfection as to be supernatural, I soon discovered she was indeed more than human, and that the enchanting guise we saw her in was but a mask. Behind it lurked the dragon. Yes, she was one of the ancients, interested in the ways of the infinitely lesser creatures we nevertheless call civilized. She was intrigued by Sigurd, his war machines, and his empire. It led her to his castle, to a brief spell of passion, and ultimately, her downfall. No one in Rivellon, save for you, Sigurd, the architect, and I, know of Aurora and how her death affected your father. As far as most are concerned, he was a great hero who all too soon fell prey to indulgence, sloth, and alcohol, which lost him the affection of his children, and in time started the war. They are wrong, but truth will be revealed one day. Rest assured that when we finish our conquest and I can spend some leisure time in peace, I will write his history, and yours too. Everyone shall know the tragedy that befell him, and how his son, by the woman he loved, rose to save an empire. In a few words, victory and destruction. First, we must vanquish all warring rivals for the throne. Then, we must undo the technology that enabled them to go to war in the first place. We will rekindle the empire of peace your father founded, and be rid of the apparatus that might threaten it once more.
Ah, fun times.
It shall be my honor.
Turn off the tutorials. Okay, so as you can see, 20 research points, stuff. Unfortunately, advanced, expert, and master are closed for now. Just basic. And the first thing I'm gonna do is yoink blood leech and rejuvenation. Health. Need health. The rest of these affect units, which are purchased here.
Greetings, sire, sprung from kings. I am Grumio, son of Gromio, an imp of good and honest standing. Your technician, shall I be, if it pleases you. Your engineer and architect.
Well, that's comforting.
I hope you'll like my jetpack. It is my gift to you, to keep without recompense, for gladly shall I remain aboard this wondrous ship, to tinker and toy, hammer and hew.
In case you haven't noticed, most of these guys use a slightly outdated speech pattern.
She is special, this vessel, filled with wonders undiscovered. The wizard, he feels it too. The taste, the tingle of mystery. Oh, to unlock its secrets. Yes, but don't remind me. My heart bleeds just thinking about it. Oh, but I must be like a chef, don't I? I must create delicate wonders, impeccable blends of perfection in the knowledge they must all turn into wretched clumps of waste destined for the sewer. It's a thankless thing I do, but I must remind myself the fun lies in creation, not completion. Can't be helped, my lord. Well, my lord, when your good father and Maxos first started to conquer the world with their fancy machines, we Emps were mesmerised. None of us cared if we were being drafted into a strange warlord's empire, for if those were the weapons he wielded, we were all ready to welcome him with open arms. By golly, were we ever. Steam-driven giants on land, on sea, even in air. Oh, the ecstasy! Such wonders, such ingenuity, and jeepers, what cannons! Ever since then, some 30 years hence, us imps have dedicated our existence to the advancement of these delightful machines. Now, before those blessed days arrived, people regarded us as eccentric gnomes taken to experimenting with flame, gas, and liquid like so many charlatan alchemists. But, ha! Those days are over. We are scientists now, famed and fortuitous. The truth be told, though, we've never quite given up our love for all things combustible. Rather on the contrary. Not that you mind, do you, my lord?
As you can see, these guys put a whole lot of work into the voice work and writing, and it's really entertaining.
Be my pleasure, my lord.
We haven't even gotten to some of the more interesting characters. And here are the units. Master and Expert locked. At least we have Advanced this time. Advanced and Basic. So, got 10 points. First thing we're going to have a look at is some of these. I'm going to have to pause and cut. Okay, so anyways, so we're going to take a look at Advanced and see what can get us up real quick. One of the amusing ones is Trooper for the Empire, which is just a suicide rush. But what I'm going to look for is a new unit. Actually, transports are incredibly useful, so we're going to grab transports first. One. And we're gonna speed up the troopers because that's useful. And then there's this guy. This is gonna be fun.
And there we have it, I suppose. The dragon son of a monarch deposed. Rightful heir to the throne, even if he was born out of wedlock. No doubt that boar of a Henry has already introduced me in his ever-elegant way. So here I am, Lord Edmund Augustus III, Duke of Hawknest Hall. I'd add at your service, but I don't think we're quite there yet.
We figure out what kind of character he is yet?
To be perfectly honest, I'd normally entertain the idea of lending my expertise to your cause as curtly as I'd consider attending a dwarven opera. But not unlike my fellow general, It is Maxos's backing of this enterprise that has me intrigued. You have doubts, Benefit, Dragon. Let's see how far it takes you. When one dwells among the highest echelons of power, where ambition runs thicker than blood, distrust is your best friend, as is its brother, caution. In your case, though, the waters of misgiving run somewhat deeper. You are, after all, but a half-dragon. They call your kind Dragon Knights to lend an air of nobility to a lowly mixed breed. Not many make the distinction, even, but the crucial difference is in purity. Human ancestry taints your being, for humanity and weakness are two sides of the same tuppence I drop in beggars' hats.
Douche.
A bastard twice are you, my lord. Bastard born and bastard bred. Only that it was bound to happen, for when an emperor weakens, his empire weakens with him. Now a litter of dogs is fighting for the throne, so maybe their dragon half-brother can walk away with it.
Yeah, this guy, yeah. Thankfully, get to put him in his place a couple times. Well, now that we've talked with everyone and spent all available starting research, let's have a look at the risk-like map. I am blue, bad guy is red. So then, our first objective is to take any place that we can just to get going. We have 4 troopers. I am going to deploy one of them. No, I'm going to deploy 2 of them this way. They can only move 1 space per turn, but next turn I can hop over here. These places that aren't taken, up for grabs. They will immediately swear loyalty to whoever first marches in. So... okay, I am gonna make a joke and I apologize, but they're like the French. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I forgot. There's also cards in the game. These provide different bonuses and capabilities. Mercenaries fight in battle. Strategies affect the map, and these help you directly in battle when you take assume direct control. That's terrible, and the setup was even worse. Moving on. So we're gonna buy some units. We only have 20 gold. I'm gonna get another transport. Hunters are incredibly useful. I only have 5 gold left, and I like grenadiers. So I am now broke and no research. He has 2 troopers. You know what? Let's have some combat on turn 1, shall we? I'm gonna move my available troopers into the area. So with any luck, I will own 2 territories. And I'm not playing any cards yet, so we're gonna end our turn. He is playing cards already. He is moving troops into the territory. Now let's see how screwed I am in this first battle, shall we? Ah! So, he has 3 troopers to my 2. Let's see if we can't do something about this, shall we? Go to battle. Now, it's saying that I'm going to have a 37% chance of not walking away from this. But my troopers, I have 6 to his 9, and my troopers have an upgrade and his don't. Now, I could either take care of this myself, let the army deal with it, or pay one of these guys to deal with it. As you can see, Edmund is decent, but not decent enough. So, we shall have a look at our cards. I don't need... You know what, we're just gonna throw in some grenadiers. And that will be my... well... let's, see. Let's use my dragon power ones. I actually don't use those very often. Let's just stack up on dragon power, shall we? The units shall be saved for important times. And into battle we go. Now, you do have to set these. I am moving my passive ones to the back. Oops, I already have. I'm moving my active ones to the front. So I've got advance and sabotage already done. Restoration. Oopsies. Yes. Yeah, those are passive. Annihilation. Yes. So that is all my available capabilities. So let's get started, shall we? Come on. And this is gonna be the real-time strategy map. Now, first things first, get some guys here.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
Second, I guess, put up a ground turret for defense. And then, crap, I shouldn't have done that.
Is that a tree? Well, not anymore.
Let's see if I can sneak a guy up here.
We'll crush them one leg at a time.
I am afraid I should have built my factory first.
Underway, Commander.
But mercifully, these guys can capture a bunch of stuff that will help me.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why they're just camping, but camping is fine.
Construction in
Recruits to better improve my capabilities. Now, return back up here. Defend my base.
Battle forge completed.
Now,
Unit is being
first thing we need is grenadiers. Of the British
Unit is
sort.
being manufactured, Commander.
I gotta stop trying to make jokes. Okay, so they're not actually doing anything for some reason.
Let's get this dance of death started.
So I am going to
Completed. Will be built in a jiffy.
build up my recruit capabilities as quickly as possible, followed up with everything else. Okay, my dragon spawn capability is up, but I'm not quite ready to just try to flood them just yet.
Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
These guys are a bit, well, these guys are a bit farther away. I could probably try building up here. First, let's get some defenses up. That site isn't captured yet.
Construction in progress.
Gonna wait for this last grenadier before I start. Oh, where's he headed? Okay,
Troopers awaiting your decision, sire.
let's get moving, shall we? We're gonna hit from this side.
Anti-ground turret completed.
We're going to set our spawns in his base just to troll him.
Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will soon be ready.
Gonna do that, and then,
Not enough recruits to morph, Commander.
crap, I forgot I needed recruits to
Ready
morph.
march.
So,
Let's get this dance of death
let's
started.
just hammer him right away. And this is the third person view. Ha ha ha. And yeah, this is incredibly OP, but oh so fun. Let's sabotage that building and wipe out their men. Oopsies, those are my men. Unfortunately, they have anti-air, which is incredibly effective against me. This is a really easy first match. I expected them to move out a little bit faster. Let's disable their ability to recruit. Hit their war factory. If I was smart, I would have disabled the anti-air though, because that is really effective. Come on. And I ended up using none of my other abilities. Ta-da! Ta-da! And that was a really fast and easy one. But yeah, yay! TPS, RTS combination. Survivors, casualties. Yeah, I won that one by a landslide. Come on, there we go. Such a nice headline.
Great Dragon, glorious warlord. Once more you return from the battlefield red with the blood of slain adversaries. And let me tell you, these victories of yours have not gone by unnoticed. In fact, to my great satisfaction, another pair of dauntless generals has joined our company.
I want to know where the once more comes from, but okay.
4 military masterminds are now on board. More than enough to start a campaign of conquest on a truly grand scale. No doubt you're as anxious to meet them as they are to meet you. So why don't you go to the throne room, where I've instructed them to await your arrival? Heavens no. You have the military firmly on your side. But civil emissaries too are bound to join our cause in due time. Indeed, I expect you will be declared emperor before long.
Well, that's a good sign.
Yes, you heard me correctly. Emperor. It is inevitable. People have heard of you. The Dragon. Their one hope of deliverance from war, oppression, and death. Soon hope will turn into confidence. And when ambassadors of the civilized races flock to the Raven, your political career will commence. You yourself will of course represent all humans. But the dwarves, elves, lizards, imps, and undead will want their say as well. And more. Still, let us worry about politics later. Today, it is your generals that count.
I'm thinking I'll probably make one more turn of it, and then that we'll call it an episode.
You remain true to your legacy, my friend. Before the dragon unfurls only victory, it shall be my honor.
Crap, I only have 3. That doesn't work. Empty bar. Let's see what Grumio has to say.
It's wondrous, my lord. Wondrous. The Raven, she speaks to me in my dreams. She tells me fantastic things, newfangled and new formed. I can make them all for you if you provide the right resources.
This is only slightly creepy.
Indeed she does, my lord. A soft voice sings inside my head, but only when I'm in the land of eyes shut and mind at rest. There, she guides me to glory. Shows me things not even wizards could dream of.
Which is still not very comforting.
My Lord Dragon, allow me to present your team of generals. Edmund you already know, but I now have the pleasure of introducing you to Her Highness Lady Catherine, Queen of Westbridge, and Scarlet, not noble of birth, but the more so of heart. We 4 have pledged we will stand by you in your conquest as the rightful heir to Revlon's throne. Bastard no longer, you shall be known as Commander, until the day comes that you shall be king.
As I said, doesn't take him long.
All hail the dragon.
Hail! Hail!
Yes, well, hail.
Out the airlock. So let's see what each one has to say about this.
Yes, Commander. Seemed hardly proper to call you by that particular pet name on what was somewhat of an official occasion. But don't worry, I may still slip up once or twice, even though my respect for you is in fact growing. You've got a knack for bloody brutal battle, and faint heart never won fair victory.
How's it hanging, Commander? I'm Scarlet, and you're a dragon, they tell me. Always wanted to ride one of those, though I bet you're a little harder to handle than a horse. All part of the fun, though, I reckon, so give me a shout when I can take you for a spin.
We like her.
Treat me mean, I'll scratch your eyes out. Treat me well, and I'll purr like a kitten. Your choice, Commander.
I would say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Commander. But as it stands, I must approach you with a bit of reserve. True, to know we have a dragon knight for a leader is a great relief. For such a grand creature inspires bravado in the many hearts that will have to be won so that we may overthrow the spreading dark. But then again, you are the offspring, the male offspring to boot, of a sorry line prone to decadence and corruption. The very line, in fact, that is responsible for the downfall of the Empire in the first place. Forgive me then if I do wonder, will this commander pass muster? Earn his wings? Earn his crown?
Anyone figure out what kind of character she is yet?
Because they call us females the fairer sex. But in truth, we are also more cunning, resilient, refined, and downright intelligent. Give an empire a queen, I say, and it will be ruled. Give it a king, and it will become an afterthought. For like any man, he is content when both his belly and his bed are filled with a prize piece of tender flesh. No more.
Scary part is, I have met people that act exactly like her.
Men are simple creatures, Commander, and should therefore be in charge of simple things only.
By the way, in case you haven't noticed, unless I know that someone's going to be saying something very relevant immediately, I'm gonna just kind of go from this side to this side, and yeah, just to keep things organized.
It's going to take some getting used to, you know, to call you Commander. Verily, I was rather opposed to the notion, but Maxos in his infinite wisdom insisted we up the level of common courtesy toward you. Commoner would have done. Commander, though, it shall be.
You? Long walk off the deck.
As much as it is in the eagle's nature to look down upon the world in hunt of lesser creatures, it is my genius that makes me soar high above all others. Lesser creatures indeed.
He's a fun one, isn't he?
At the lone top do I reside, but I would have it no other way. Those who do not understand, all but everyone, calls me a loner, thinking the word to be a pejorative. But it is on the contrary glorious to live in sweet isolation when all around you non-lizards, that is to say, inferiors, skitter and crawl like vermin. I am a solitudinarian, for my nature makes me so. And when I do have contact with those I loathe, inevitably I talk down to them as it is impossible to communicate on a level of equality when there is none to be had.
I'm gonna enjoy putting him in his place. So that's it for this turn. Straight to the map. Now, question is, what are we gonna do? We've got a lot still to conquer, a lot still unconquered, and some people that need kicked out. So, first things first. This side and this side are going to be easy. So, we've got a hunter and a grenadier, no troopers. Gonna put the hunter in there and immediately camp out. Grenadiers are gonna go reinforce. Now, as for here, these guys have a single trooper defending this territory. Well, and a transport. So, we are going to move our 2 hunters and 1 of our troopers, come on, over. Since there are no other, well, there's a boat, crap. Okay, we're moving our 2 hunters. 1 trooper will go here and immediately camp out here. We're gonna leave a soldier here just to try to discourage an immediate counter invasion, and we're gonna build. Can also build buildings, but I don't think don't have enough gold for any more buildings. So we are going to stick with building units. We only have 9 gold, and yeah, I'm just gonna blow it on troopers for the sake of numbers. Now, why don't I play my gold card yet? The reason being, if I can get a mine here or here, that gold card is going to earn me a lot more than if I play it here. So then, we're going to have another round of combat, and then that will probably be it for this episode. So, here we go. Ah! Oh boy. Okay, so good news, captured, secured. The bad news, he has 1 trooper, 2 grenadiers, and a hunter to face my 2 hunters. Hunters are powerhouse units, at least I like to use them as that. Armor, which I just captured over here, is much better, but yeah, bad numbers on my side. We are, this time, I'm not going to need it. Well, show map. I'm not going to need the transports, but I am going to need the grenadiers, which will heavily, as you can see, provide a nasty advantage, because now we have even numbers, but because of him and him, more firepower. So I will take direct control again, because I don't want to pay people and I don't trust my army. Unfortunately, we lost the other bonuses, so we're just down to these 2 actives, Sabotage and Advance, and these 3 passives. So, here we go. At least that was faster. Okay, so I'm there. Where'd they go? They're up there. Okay, maybe I should have taken that. First things first, let's get a trooper there for capture. Second things second, let's get a trooper here for capture. And third things third, let's get everyone else over here. Should have gone for that transport crap. Okay, so going to need a battle forge and a war factory, because there's no way my current numbers are gonna be sufficient. Now we can speed up the capture over here. Grenadiers are awesome. They are hilariously drunk. So, we have our battle forge. We're going to continue to... Wait, no, we're going to build the shipyard. I don't know why they're not moving. I'm not going to complain about them not moving, mind you. Let's see if I can get away with getting a little closer. Yeah, lots of capturing. I don't know why they're not moving. I really don't.
Bring me the spoils of war.
One can't complain though. Music in this game is also pretty awesome, in case you haven't noticed. First things first. Second things second. Now. No, wait, nope. We're going to capture over here.
Recruitment citadel completed.
my troops are camping out here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's get some support over there quick, shall we?
Construction underway, Commander.
Getting some ground turrets set up.
You're blowing my cover.
Anti-ground turret completed.
So, we're gonna let them have that for now.
You set the trap, I'll make the kill.
And we're going to
In progress. Will be built in a jiffy.
hopefully use this as our primary means of defending. Everyone beat the crap out of them. Come on. I am not quite ready to dragon up just yet.
What's your order?
That's impossible, Commander. That's impossible, Commander.
Drop our troops there.
Battle forge completed.
Won't that use too much fuel?
You know what? You don't get to land troops.
Save us, Commander, save us!
Citadel completed. Wall complete.
No, 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 no. Come on. Go down, go down, go down, go down. You don't get to land troops on my territory. Haha.
What's your order? Hope we don't hit too many fish.
Okay, so they're gonna camp out there.
Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander.
So, now we're up to building units.
Yes! Show me my prey.
That's impossible, Commander. That's
I
impossible.
really
Commander.
can't land troops there.
That's impossible, Commander.
Okay,
That's
then.
Impossible, Commander.
You're going to camp out over here for the moment. So it looks like they've managed to splatter their units against me pretty solidly. Well, I am
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
able to just keep making more. So, since
Your unit will roll out
they
momentarily,
cannot
Commander.
hit me like that, the new plan
On the trail.
is going to be I'm going to deploy my troops up this way, invade on the ground. Then I am going to... Yeah, that's enough. Okay. You are going to deploy troops.
That's impossible, Commander.
Come on, where's the beach? Really?
You found me, did you?
And everyone else... Hail for all indeed. Wrong building.
Unit is being manufactured, Commander.
And as soon as that transport gets in there, I am going to, Dragon time. Ah, lots of anti-air. I should have been paying attention. I hate anti-air. Okay, first things first. Second things second. Boost my own guys. Oh, they're hitting me pretty hard. Let's have a quick retreat, shall we? Unfortunately, I'm still less than effective as a dragon, and I hate these anti-air guys. Thankfully, even if I go down as a dragon, it doesn't matter. Ah, just like that. Mercifully, my soldiers seem to be doing an excellent job of making this guy incredibly miserable. You grenadiers, go deal with this guy here. Dragon back. That's it, as I said. It doesn't matter too much. And yeah, that would be episode 1 of Dragon Commander. I love watching the little line things. And that is that. Come on, give me the newspaper. Famed generals flock Emperor for Death Talk line. And yay, new cards. This is gonna be useful.
Ah, Commander. No doubt you've had an eventful and successful day so far. But don't rest on your laurels just yet. For I'm here to inform you the counselors have arrived. The ambassadors of the races whom you'll have to duel and deal with in the political arena. Such is both the prerogative and the burden of an emperor-to-be. You may think your first duty is that of conquest, to bring the war to as swift an end as possible.
Yes.
But I'm afraid there is much more to being a monarch than military matters alone. As a commander, as an emperor, you'll have to constantly endeavor to find that delicate balance between your roles as strategist and statesman, for the one necessarily influences the other. Now, you may consider it strange that some will worry about the price of bread, and others will gripe about taxes, when all around us, machines of war threaten the existence of the very realm. But if you give it a moment's further thought, this is only logical. We may find ourselves trapped amid a conflict of gargantuan proportions. But that does not mean the average man worries most about feeding his family, about the little things that make for a happy life. And when you have been given an empire, Commander, you have to be responsible for every matter, every obstacle, every creature, great and small. This may seem daunting, but I have never, and never will doubt for even an instant, that you, of all people, will rise to the occasion. Your counselors await you in the throne room, Commander. Godspeed.
And that is where we will leave it until next episode. Nick60 signing off. See you guys.